Hi, I'm Ken. They call me the professor. People are always asking me, Ken, how do you get your coins so clean? Oh, I botched it. Let me start over. One moment. No, wait a minute. Hi, I'm Ken. They call me the coin professor. People are always asking me, Ken, how do you get your coins so darn clean? Well, the answer is simple. It's not a secret. It's MSPlus. Really, this is the best stuff. It is the cat's poop right there. It will bring new life to old coins, made by Numis Labs. There it is. Only $14.99 per can. Comes in a handy aerosol dispenser or now pump spray. It is so easy to use. Watch this. I'm going to take these old nasty pennies. These aren't fit to lick. I'm going to put them in a cup here and apply just a short burst of MS Plus. Here we go. They're in the cup. And we'll give it just a short burst. Whoa! Smell that, just like lavender. And you can see it go right to work. There you go, clean right up. Now just give them a little swirl. Smell the fragrance. And it evaporates instantly. And just look at them now. Those are shiny pennies like you've never seen before in your life. There it is. Get yours today. Do you think they noticed? Oh, there is a disclaimer. Here we go. Directions. Use only in a well-ventilated area. Avoid direct sunlight. Extinguish all flames. Remove flammable materials within the distance of 200 yards. Should not be used if you are pregnant, have a heart condition, have a history of psychotic episodes, or if you are within 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon. For copper, first treat with MS Clean, according to directions. For silver, first treat with MS Polish, according to directions. Keep out of reach of children. That means me. Do not get on skin. Ah! May cause upper respiratory dysfunction as well as seizures. Neurolytic dysfunction. Hallucinations. Oh, wow. Delusions of grandeur. I invented this shit. Heart attack. Stroke. Spasm. Uncontrollable and persistent flatulence. Oh. Hair loss. Euphoria. Dissociation. Impaired albedo. Altered libido. Tinnitus. Hangnails. Extreme and sudden eczema. Lockjaw. Gastrointestinal discomfort. Nausea. Vomiting. Paralysis. And delusional amorous infatuation. I love you, man. But it smells like lavender. Here it is, MS Plus by Numis Labs Incorporated. Available in fine stores near you. Okay, do I need to improve that in any way? Here's the spray. It's actually window cleaner. Wow, that smells wonderful. That smells a whole lot better than the rest of this place. We should put this stuff away. I bet it smells oddly similar to baking soda and vinegar. Huh. No, that wouldn't give you tinnitus. I better wipe it up before it starts bleaching everything. I made a mess. Ooh. I've been working on this one for 2 weeks. I said, I know, I could do a commercial. That's it. Look how clean the pennies came out. Best looking pennies I've ever seen. How you been? It's been a while. Good to see you. Hi everybody, Melba's here. Well, it's about time. Look, I'm going to take off this coat because it's hot in this thing. I'm stuck. Hey, I should have had a tie on. There. Get yourself a white dinner jacket. Alrighty. Works every time. Hi, Melba. Let me get this. Alrighty. Okay, I have nothing else planned for the night. We have the whole rest of the night off. Hey, cut the short. Did you see the short bus? My bus is so short. That's a short bus. Whoop, you're going to miss it. Too late. Okay, what can we look at today? Oh, we could do Greek, but these suck. We'll skip that. I got a couple of Greek coins coming. Hey, cut the short bus over. Watch it several times. Watch it with your friends. Say, hey, man, you got to come see this. You thought you had a short bus. You ain't seen nothing. 9 people watching. 9 people have nothing to do at 4:30 in the morning. Little sour. This is a little better. You're not supposed to drink beer on YouTube. That was root beer. That's right. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Look, I got 3 of these things now. I don't usually have these things around. Let's see. We're going to have to do this. Get CJ to make a grading thingy for the dollars here. Man, Phoenix is here. Where have you been? Well, people get busy. That's the best part about the coins. You can set them aside. They're not going to rot. They're not going to ferment. They're not going to sprout. They'll get right back to you. Okay. Now, here's the pennies. No actual coins were harmed in the making of this video. Except for the 4 in that cup. Where'd I... Oh. Yeah, we're going to give those away in the big show anyway. There. It's still fizzing. Did I use too much baking soda? I wonder if they will come out clean. Watch it. That's not Morgan's. It's Amber. They'll be pink, all right. Yeah, what I got to do next is a real show on what happens when you clean coins with all the things people say to clean coins with. Ketchup, you know, soak them in Coca-Cola. That would make sense. Just working at some side jobs. Good. Pick up a few bucks, buy some coins. That's what I should do. I've been thinking about like a part-time job just to get out of the house. I'm getting kind of nuts just staying here all day, every day. What's that noise out there? Yeah. It's usually a possum or a cat. Yeah, that would be a great show because damn, some of the stuff that they come up with, wire brush, grinder, no, really, they soak them in everything under the sun. Does olive oil really work? In 6 months, it's the right oil to use. It's an organic compound. Is that going to do anything over time? Electrolysis. No. I had to stop that. It was making me twitch. No, I had to stop. There you go. But you can get your coins and leave them the hell alone. That's really good. I mean, the effort you put into it and the time you put into it, and then when you're done, they're worth less. Jesus. Even if you maintain the value, you still threw out, 30 bucks worth of cleaning products, made a hell of a mess in your kitchen, bleached your shirt. It ain't worth it. And they keep on saying, how do I clean my coin? How do I clean this? Why do you need to clean it? Oh, I want to have it shiny. I want my old busted coin to look like this, because then it'll be worth something. Where the hell are they? Never, ever in your life. Give me an old one. Give me a new one. Never, ever. Well, that one's got a smudge. We'll use this one. Okay. Will you make that old one on the left look like that new one on the right? Ain't gonna happen. That's a surface feature. Copper reacts with everything, in particular the crap on your fingers. But I just washed my hands. Dude, if you're alive, right? If you're within moments of death, you still are excreting all sorts of stuff out of your skin, right? Sweat, little tiny droplets of oil, just little ones. And that reacts with the copper. Look at that. Okay, that's actually got a smudge on it. No matter. Yeah, I'll put these in those folders I'm putting together. Now, this is what happens to copper over time. It oxidizes well. Now, the thing about copper oxidation is it forms a surface oxide right across the surface, and it prevents further penetration of oxygen. Now, iron, on the other hand, expands and exposes levels deeper down to further oxidation because it, pops off, and then you can say, hey, oxygen, come on in. And it continues. And as the pieces break off, rust, it can keep on going. That's why these bridges are falling down after 100 years. Well, if you made the bridges out of copper, they'd be a little more expensive and really wouldn't be quite as strong. But they would last. Geez, they'd last a long, long time. But, geez, I don't think there's enough copper in the world. It looks great on roofs. You compound it really thin, roll it really thin. It's wonderful for roofs until the nails corrode that are holding your copper on, right? If you're going to put a copper roof on, you want to use copper nails or those two different metals, right? When it gets rain, are going to effectively form a battery, and then you'll have corroded copper. Okay, and corroded nails, and then, rotten roof. True story. Oh, trust me, dead people excrete stuff too. Oh, well, yeah, but, like after 6 or 8 months, they stop. Yeah. Thank you for your service, by the way. Yeah, I wasn't quite drunk enough to join the Marine Corps, but we were real close, man. Dude, you should join the Corps with me. Oh, real close. 2 months later, he was in Kuwait. Damn it, man. All right. Copper's handy, but people tell you how to clean them. You'll never improve your coin. You'll never turn that surface with the oxides to this surface, right? Because this has been bumped, scraped, scratched, abused. And it's not just the oxide, but it's the crap in your fingers, right? It's those potato chips you ate. It's that greasy hamburger, and you're at a cheap skeezy diner somewhere, and you just wipe your face, get that off there, and then you put that on you. You pay your cashier, here you go. So then you get that on there. Or it's a guy doing concrete work, and he reaches in a pocket to pull out some change so he can go to the store and get a soda for lunch. He's got, lime on there. It's a cigarette smoke in the atmosphere from 1945, from 1960, 70, 80, 90, 0, last year, last week. All of it, everything this coin has ever been exposed to has caused it to become this color. Somebody's cooking onions in the next room, sulfur compounds will get on your coin and change the color. You'll never get it back to this. Not going to happen. No amount of cleaning will do that. Ooh, look, we got some, you see the shape there, the roundness on the bottom? That is progressive indirect design transfer. Not that that matters anything. Okay. We get bad information all the time out there. Just plain misinformation, disinformation, and just plain bad information. Just watch the other shows and you go from show to show to show and say, where's a good show to learn? And they'll tell you where to go to learn. There's some channels they'll say repeatedly, go watch this person, right? Go watch that person. And there's few shows that are never mentioned. What happened to his face? Geez, if you're doing a coin channel and they never mention you, maybe you should change your ways. Ah, that's a shame right there. Must have happened in the cup. Oh well, it's that on his neck. Get a little clash mark under here. You see that? That's a letter N in cent. Any more? Morning, Gabriel. We're just farting around. You really need to rewind and watch the whole darn thing from the beginning. We're just screwing off. Nothing else going on. Here, I'll put this back over there. So you have a fight going on. It's a constant struggle. There are people who know what's going on, and you'll learn who they are. Right? It's pretty simple to you know, if you listen and do just a little bit of homework on your own, a little bit of study on your own, you'll find out, oh, gee, they were right, right? And Paula was right. Maybe I should listen to Paula because she's right every time. Maybe I should stop listening to that guy because he don't know what he's talking about. Oh, Paula was telling me about a guy who's telling her, you gotta be a 50 years of experience before you can get a numismatic license. What the hell's a numismatic license? Dude, you're full of BS. Get off the air. Numismatic license? Is that like artistic license or some damn? What are you talking about? There are some shows that don't have it. Well, I come across these and I started to take them off of the video directory because I don't need to offer misleading information all the time. And the other people are coming around slowly. Some of them coming along real nice. Man, there's some channels out there that give great information every single time. Hard to beat that. Where would you go? Give me, without naming my channel, because I'm the one doing the talking, name 3 good quality channels. All right, I'm going to tell you one, Mantic Coins. All right, they will explain everything that they show on you, from how it's made to how you spend it on Cheese Puffs, the whole bit. Right. Let's have a look at CFA, Coins for Amateurs. They'll explain things in a way that someone new to coins will be able to understand it. It's good, it's informational, it's practical, and you can learn from these shows. Right? Another one, what do you got? Who do you got? How about, CJ's Coins and Crafts. Now, he talks about all sorts of things over there. He does the 3D printing, which is kind of neat, but his coin information is real good. How about Lemonhead Penny? He's spot on every time. He knows what he's got his head on it. He's been doing it a while. Coin Op, Dustin Morgan. I got his shirt over here. Where's his? You're going here? I might have a logo here. I might not. I cleaned off the desk a little bit. Some of these shows are wonderful, right? They're really practical. They'll walk you through it, and you can, if you watch it long enough, you'll learn about die varieties, you'll learn about errors, you'll learn about all sorts of things. How to collect. Any channel will offer valid resource for people to go and check information. Also handy, you get these groups on Facebook, for example, and there are plenty of them. The Coin Up group, I recommend. There's Coin Roll Hunting, and Coin Collecting is a group. People put their pictures of a coin up and say, hey, what is this and what's it worth? What's this coin worth? And they'll tell you nothing. Okay, well that's kind of there. You got the right answer, but you're not giving the asker, you're not giving this new person, Blue Ridge. Great stuff on Blue Ridge. When I first got into coin videos on YouTube, I cut my teeth on Blue Ridge and JB, right? Great shows. Now, in the group, somebody asks a question, give them the answer, but also give them a link so they can follow up if they want more information. I can guarantee you some of them won't. They want to know how much it is, where can I sell it and get my money, right? Thanks for nothing, I'm out of here. But there's 100 other people in those groups that are going to click on that link and read it. And they're going to pick up good information. They're going to learn. There are a lot of people out there learning. So it's up to us to offer quality content, be conscientious about this kind of stuff we're telling them, right? If we're telling them there's a small date, well, it better be 1960, 1970, 1974, and 1982, and whatever particular mint marks, because not all of them are small and large date, even on the ones that have a small and large date. There are 4 and only 4, right? 1960, P and D, and that includes business strikes and proofs. Then you got 1970, but only the S has a small and large date. The 1970P, 1970D, they only have a single design. Now you get 1974, this is a neat one. You get P, D, S, and the S proof, all of them. So you're going to have 8 coins if you want a complete set of 1974s, because they all have large and small date. And then you have 1982, but you have the P, the D, and the zinc and the copper, right? Now the S, that's a large, and that's copper, but it's not a small date. They don't have any small date, and they don't have any zincs on the proof. But between the P and the D, and the zinc and the copper, well, you get 7. Wait, 2 is 4, P and D, zinc and copper. What? There's no 1982 small date copper, right? Well, that's the rule, but there 2 have been discovered. Channels that take advantage of new collectors. Are they trying? I mean, is that their intention? That may be the case in some instances, or did they just not know better? We've got a lot of people here who are at various levels, right? No, P and D, 1982, P and D, and the copper and zinc, right? So P and D copper, that's 2, P and D zinc, and then you have, that's the large, and then you have the same on small, but there's no small date D copper. So you get 7 out of the 8 potentials. Yeah. But there's channels at various levels of wisdom and experience and knowledge. And some of them, yeah, they're trying real hard and they're coming along. And I don't mind supporting that. I got no problem if somebody's actually giving it the effort and learning and, you know, increasing their ability to explain what they're talking about correctly. But they have to go back and explain what they did incorrectly too. So if you're learning, right, find several various sources. I've said this before. Don't just go to my channel and look for stuff. Go to other channels and other places and other resources. First, it's going to help you verify the information, because you want that. You want to be able to independently verify what this guy's telling you. Otherwise, maybe he's just full of bullshit. You're going to see bullshit from time to time. That's part of the hobby. It's, well, people just running their mouth. They don't know. You verify it, but also you get to learn, you know, you get to see different people explaining things in different ways. Because the way I explain it may not be the best way for you to pick it up and process. And maybe they just touched on something I missed or didn't. I went to the right and they went to the left. Rob's sort of great to watch. New collector who searches pennies and learns along with their viewers. You're darn right. There's some really good collectors out there that are up and coming and learning. And, well, this whole thing is rather new. This whole YouTube thingamajigama. Jeez, some of these channels have been around for 2 years. Good Lord. I think Battlestar Galactica ran 2 years. Not every learn information in the same way. That's right, Gabriel. Some people like demonstrations. So I got to do, you know, let's clean those coins for real and explain that to them. So I try to get different ways so we can view stuff. And they say, oh, this is a great coin. You know, it's a 1900 O over CC. Well, if you can actually get in there and see, well, you got to have equipment too. All right. And you get to it and say, no, that's not an O over CC. That's just a plain old regular O. Oh. Okay. Some people don't know. There's people that don't even know there's an O over CC. Oh, I can't show you that 2-center. Where'd that other 2-center? I had one. What's up here? I think there's one up here. Here you go. Oh, this is a great one. I was looking at a post earlier today where a guy had, and it was from months ago, guy had a coin he put up as a 1943 Mercury dime. Have I got one of those handy? Yeah, I got one of those handy too. Here it is. That's a 1934, but he's nice in and close on the date. And I got no problem with that. Better quality camera than I got. And he says, look, it's a double die. And I'm looking at it thinking, no, that's MD. That's not a double die. They're thinner. That's mechanical doubling. And that mechanical doubling is a tough one to get your noggin around if you're especially new, because it can often duplicate doubling on letters and numbers and coins and devices. How about this one? Is this a doubled die? Let me try to get that right side up. Might make it easier. Oh, there's another thing. Don't make me twist my head. You're kicking my ass, you're doing that. Is this a doubled die? What say you? Let me have a drink. 15 people, let's vote. DD yes or DD no? Gabriel says yep. Anybody else? Come on, let's vote. This is a secret ballot right here. Right? Survey says, ready? No. See, that's an upvote. That's a no vote. That's how you vote. No, no. MD, says Paula. Paula says no. Anybody else? Anybody else? Phoenix says MD. Why do you say MD? What's the giveaway that says MD on this? For those that are new and don't quite understand MD, what's the big giveaway? And it's huge on the D. It's unmistakable on the D. It's thinner. A lot of people look and they say, oh, look, it's got two lines, you know. You've got an upper. If I can get in here, get this out of the way. Get these out of the way. Move this. What is all this? It smells like vinegar. How come? Oh, man, I'm a slob. Okay, is that sharp enough? Maybe. This might be sharp enough. Find a D. Okay, see the D here? You got an upper bit. No, we're not going to be able to see. This is useless. I'm not ready. I totally outlived these late nights. If it's on the desk, that's the show. This is what's on the desk. Okay. There you go. Now, on 2 dimensions, it's hard to show that it is flat and shelf-like, but it is flat and shelf-like. And we'll see if we can show that. And if I got a toothpick, there it is. Okay, we got this upper bit. Let's see, how close can we point? Where is it? It's gone. See, I'm at the millimeter level, and getting the toothpick right is tough. Okay, we got an upper level and a lower level. Now, the overall thickness from the inside, right up in here, to the outermost bit, that's up here, is the proper thickness. Maybe just a skosh thicker, but that's the normal thickness of the D. But if you look, see that flat shelf, and the inner part, right in there, that's this big. I'm not going to move this. Okay. We're going to make some room. Home. Okay, guys, get out the way. I do this gently. There we go. Where is it? Have I got a D? What color was D? We got a D. That's kind of old. PlayDoh doesn't last forever. Ooh. Take a hike. All right, let's smash out a D here real quick. Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all enjoying the day. We're talking about coins. Of course we're enjoying the day. We just love coins. We're sick with them. Okay, watch this. Kind of flat. Where'd that? And we'll flatten that. And over here we got the D. Okay, I'm going to punch a D out. Dude, that worked freaking beautiful. All right. Get that up here. Mechanical doubling. It's not a doubled die, where this would have been hubbed twice, right, which would leave you a double mark on that. Here you go. See, this is a doubled die. See the S below my finger here? That's doubled. If I mint a coin with that, I'm going to have two S's on the coin. All right. Mechanical doubling is not on the die. But as the die during production comes down, let me turn that around, and it kind of bounces, right? Kind of bounces. So it's going to squish. Any existing design is going to be squished. Can we see that one? This is existing design, and it's getting squished. Now, what makes it flat is because, see, the D, on a normal die, this area up here and outward would be raised. So it would be flat. That's the fields of the die. See, the fields of the die impacting the existing device. That's why it's flat. All right? Flat. Maybe a little skosh thicker, but not a whole lot thicker. But look, see this part here from this edge to that edge is thinner. That's a key identifier for mechanical doubling. Flat and thinner. Really, that's not that much fatter. Gosh, Tennessee. That's right. And, well, you know, it is still road, so I keep on explaining this. Some people have seen this demonstration before, but you got to see it sometimes a few times, and all of a sudden you say, oh, now I get it. Oh, good. No, it's so clear now. Geez, how long did it take you to figure out algebra? Man, I took calculus 3 times. Yeah. Okay, and that's what mechanical doubling is. On a coin, it's going to look like this. Oops. Where's this thing? On a coin, it's going to look like that. See at the top, it's flat. Okay, now let's see if we can see how it's flat. Let me set my MS70 over there. MSPlus, $14.99. If you want a jar, just let me know. Okay, let's see if we can get a look at that at an angle. Okay, you're looking at the light, the way the light hits that D, because the D has relief. Okay, see how the light's coming in from the right and the left? Let me turn that thing 90 degrees. United. Where'd it go? Okay. Now it's coming in from the right, but on the left, it's coming in, it's impacting the upper part of the D. That's going to tell you that the lower part is lower. You know, it's going to show you it's flat because it's a different lighting pattern. Look for those shadows and brightnesses, because the high points, that's where it's going to bounce the light off. That's a real pretty one. Oh, look at how nasty that is. All right. Now we know in the lower part of that S, that's a bit of a contact. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? But we also know, because it's contact, we know it's a change in that relief. So we see where the light comes in and hits, where the shadow is. Now if I turn that a little bit, I bet you I can change that shadow and see more of the detail where the shadow was. No, I can see that whole thing if I spin that around enough. So yeah, light is your friend, light is your enemy. It'll hide things from you, and it'll show things off. And it can easily show you, does it have relief or is it not? A lot of times you get these people who say, is this an extra S on my coin? I swear I see an extra S. Let's see. Let's make an extra S. No, I'll tell you what. We'll make an extra D because I have a D. Is that a hair? God, that's nasty. It's not mine. I swear it. Okay, let's make an extra S or D. Here's that. Whoa! Got it. Stay there. Flatten. Man, I got to do remedial Play-Doh. Learn control. First, learn to control the Play-Doh. You must respect the Play-Doh. Or it will turn on you. But the Play-Doh is your friend. Okay, what are we trying to do? We're trying to see. That thing takes a hit. Where was I? I had a point. Okay, let me go back and catch up with my own thinking here. We're going to show. Oh, yeah, an extra S. Home. You see this one all the time. Or an extra D. All right, there's the D as produced by the Mint. Now I'm going to make a D over here. Give me just a few moments. Can a coin have MD and also be DD? Jeff asked. What kind of question is that? Yes, that is a perfect question is what that is. The doubled die is on the die. The die itself has been doubled. It was hubbed, right? The hub came in, struck the die, left the design on the die. Then the hub came in again a second time and re-impressed that die. But there was a little bit of a tilt. So now I have two designs. I have a doubled die. Get it? See that where it says coins? That should look like coins. Well, this is a different example, but yeah, that's a class 1 double die where it came in and rotated around the axis. That's about that much. Not much, a few degrees, 4 degrees, 5 degrees, and you have a double die. Now, I can take this coin and or this die, I make a coin, right? Mechanical doubling occurs during production. So this thing can come in and, bounce and leave a bit of MD on a coin. So yes, you can have a double die and mechanical doubling on the same specimen. Oh, it's a bear, man. Dude, a lot of those 69Ss, 69S all by itself is a regular year. They got lots of mechanical doubling. But you got that 69S double die, you know the one? Megan Green found that one. It's a $25,000 coin. Yeah, perfect question. Very pertinent. You'll see it. It happens. It's out there. There's also mechanical doubling, and you look at it and say, oh, man, it's unmistakable. That's a double die. Well, no. Geez, I've seen Chris Rhodes had a 35S, which was so damn convincing. I said, it's got to be. I mean, look. Well, we took a hard look at it. We thought about it. No, the one that we thought it was shifted in the other direction. Here's a shift to the right, and we decided, no, it's MD. It has to be. Look. Okay, let's see if we can make this work. I'm trying to cut this out. I'm doing Play-Doh surgery over here. Sometimes you see this sort of thing on a coin, right? Where it kind of looks like a letter, only, in an odd spot. Whatever the hell. This is what the letter regularly looks like, and sometimes you see something that looks like this kind of thing going on. It's shaped like the same darn letter. It's flat. There's no relief to it. All right. What is going on with this coin? Well, color can do it. An abrasion. Where'd them wheats go? Okay, watch this. Let me set this up. I got an old wheat penny here. right? And here I've got a new toothpick. Let's see if we can make this work. Here's the scope. I might have to come up a little bit because I got to get in there. Where are you? Where are you? If I rub this coin just right, I'm going to leave an area. I don't do it big, but we're talking this little D that I was making over here would be the equivalent of that, except, you know, up here. Yeah, that'll have to give me a different one. Man, you use these things. Okay. Let's say I put it in my pocket. In my pocket, I got some beef jerky or a washer, right? Or a bolt that I pulled off a machine somewhere. And it rubs my coin. And I'm sitting in a truck in a different position, in the same position, and it just keeps rubbing that coin over and over and over again, right? And it rubs and rubs and rubs. Now I'm not really scratching the coin. I'm not frigging it up too bad, but I am burnishing this area. And probably a little too big. I can zoom up a little. And people say, is that a D? Dude, I see a D, but it's nowhere near the size of any regular D. It's not the size of the mint mark, right? It's not the size of the D in United. Where are you? United. There you go. What else would have a D? Pluribus unum, one saint, United States of America. Liberty, E plur, in God. Okay, it's not the size of the D in God. It's just this big, giant, well, kind of looks like a D. All right. Is it or not? Chances are it's not, but too many people assume that it is what they think it is because they don't know any better. Always make the initial assumption that whatever you're seeing, whatever this anomaly is damage. Right? And then prove your case. Because if you can prove the case, well, that would pretty much seal it. Prove it's not damage. Okay, this is damage. It's got nothing similar to a D. Right? Really, what looks more like a B. I think it looks like a B to me. See this? It's got a shiny spot through the middle. But that doesn't look like any B if you ever did see. Okay. So you get this mystery letter. And you look at it. And, well, this, you see this? Ooh, this is perfect. See up over there? I got shadow. This has no shadow anywhere around it. I can move my light in. Cast a shadow in a different direction. Block that light. Okay, block. Well, block something. There you go. Get a bolder shadow, and still I got no shadow on there. Oh gosh, curse that glare. Maybe there's a rabbit. Jesus, no, there's no. Dude, I see a rabbit on my penny. Stop smoking dope. Oh, I couldn't take it anymore. I had to take him out of the group. That was no. Either you are not ever going to learn a thing, or you're trolling. Come on. I see a rabbit. Really? Okay. This has no relief. This is flat. I can drag my toothpick across here gently, and I feel no resistance. I can poke it in gently, and maybe I get no stop. In this case, I do because it's got a little height. But if I drag my toothpick across that, oh, I hit a wall. I got something there. It's a real D. There's nothing here. Nothing. That was hysterical. Oh, God. Well, one of the other mods was saying, what do I do? I got this. Boink. Bye-bye. He got the boot. No, just go. You can't solve everybody. It's a teaching group, but... dude, we can teach and teach and teach, but he's not learning. And at this point, I give up. I'm just a man. I give up. Okay. Look, you're going to see things on these coins that are odd. They're funny. They're weird. Right? Sometimes you see a coin and it's got a letter on it that shouldn't be there. And it's not raised. It's sunken. Well, there's a neat one. What the heck is that? Sometimes on these dies, you got some crud in here. You ever see those greasers? Right? Oh, let's do a greaser. Let's make a greaser. Okay, grease gets in the die sometimes. And it's not just the grease, but you get little particles of dust, grime, oil, mouse hairs, whatever you got, fingernail, whatever it is. And, you know, these things take a lot of pressure, and it just kind of jams it in there and starts filling it up. Okay, so you get a coin, and when it's made, it's, you know, pressed in really hard, but, you know, over here where it was clogged, the metal can't get in there. So you have a coin, and it's, what's going on here? It's missing details. Huh? That's a greaser. You'll see these. I'm sure I have a bunch of them back here. You see these, but check this out. Over here in the die, it's still clogged, right? These bits, coins, coin, craps, coin. What word is that? I don't know what word that is. Craps. Okay. Well, over here, these words get clogged. But every now and then, the stuff that clogs them falls out. Well, now what? Let's make another penny. Now you have a struck-through letter. How's this supposed to work? Here's a coin. Well, it's not really a coin. It's kind of like a coin. It's a pseudo coin, a neo coin, a synth coin. All right, there's the coin. All right, now if I strike that, it's going to be, you know, regular darn coin-looking thing. Is that right? Stuff's going to be raised. Yeah, imagine that's centered, and you know what I'm talking about. But let's say this bit right there, the N that was in that die that was clogged, let's say that falls out. Now I need a tiny little piece of N. What can I use? I can use, oh, better yet, instead of the N, let's say it was the I, because I can do an I. Yeah. So the stuff that was clogging that I, which is represented by this piece of toothpick, it's hard, baby. It's been compressed many times from these coins just, you know, being slammed together and the stuff getting jammed and that. It's hard, right? And it falls out of the die. There it is, right there, except that it's on a blank planchet. So it falls out of the die, lands on the planchet. Lands on the planchet. That's your cue to stay there. Okay, and then you make the coin. The coin is struck right, except that there's some junk in there. It's a struck through. There, except that also the whole idea is that, you know, it goes away. Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's say it landed over here on a flat part of the field. Where'd you go? There. Now we'll set the coin. Where'd it go? Well, I done buried it. I did not intend to bury it. Okay, let's try that again. Take 5. You get a drop letter. It's a struck through debris, really. Technically, that's what it is. But it's the shape of the letter because it fell out of the letter. It was the clog that fell out. Put it right there. Let's do it this way. And I'm not going to press quite so zealously. There you go. And you got struck. And then, you know, fell out. And I have this piece. It's shaped exactly like the, I mean, you can't tell the difference between this and the letter it fell out of, except that this is incuse. Right? It's a struck through. That's what a struck through is. That's why it is. Structural limitations of PlayDoh. Well, I failed childhood. I went right into advanced study. There we go. That's what a struck through is, and that is what a dropped letter is. A dropped letter is a struck through. The only reason it's shaped like the letter, it fell out. It's the gunk that fell out. And that happens. And geez, hey, I got this thing here, looks just like an eye. That's what it is. And people like those. They're pretty slick. If you have one, send pictures. We'll put it up in the gallery. 5:19 in the morning. Any kids on? No? Good. That's what I say. Now, what have you guys been doing all day? Okay. But I'm putting together notes on some more shows that need to be done, such as what happens when you use X, Y, or Z to clean your coins. How about soap and water? How about a scrub pad? How about a sanding belt? How about an eraser? That needs to be done. We need to get more good information out there and urge people to, do their homework and research. So we got to talk more about resources. We're going to talk more about getting books. We need to do some book reviews. Anybody got a good book and they'd like to do a good book review? Those make good videos. There. Now I'll have to clean up the desk. Gosh darn it. Popping pain pills. That's not coins. Have you gone and seen a doctor about that darn thing? Do I need to come up there and drag you to the hospital so you can get your foot fixed? Because if the bone sets, they'll have to break it again. SJ's right. No. Yeah, I've broken plenty of ankles back in college, I can tell you. It ain't no fun. Yeah, I like the ibuprofen does the best for me. As with learning, different pills have different effect on different people. I'm not yelling. Stop yelling. Okay. I'm just saying. Yeah. You'll be okay. We believe in you. Yeah. But there's a lot of things that go on in these coins. And how do you tell what it is? Well, go to the people that are experienced and have done this for a long time. The people that have attributed die varieties, could credit it to them. That's a neat step. How about this? Go and study these coins yourself and find one that's kind of really neat and say, and study it and do some homework and find out what would make that anomaly. And if it's a legitimate die variety or error, and geez, get your own name put on it. How am I going to get coins if I can't drive? Oh, they bring them to you. Go over those coins you already have. Go through those coins you've already set aside. Watch coin videos. Ooh, here's one. If you can't get coins, cherry pick eBay. Photos, digital photography is good enough that you can find stuff on eBay. Right? I mean, it don't cost you a thing. A little electricity. You don't have to roll them up and take them back. And if you want them, they're right there. Click. I did that with it. Guy put an 1867 2-center. Now, I kind of do pretty good with 2 cents. Do I have one here? There we go. Here's a 64 2 cents. Now, in 1867, there's a double die. It's rather bold, and you can pick it out in God We Trust. It jumps right out at you, right? Real nice one, especially the S, because those little points in the S, it'll look side by side instead of a single point like you have on these examples. Jumps right out. And I'm looking at it thinking, that's a double die. And I'm looking real hard. I took the pictures, I blew them up. I said, that is a double. It's right. It's right and tight, and it's buy now. Click. It was priced as a regular 1867. Well, the regular's $50. That's a double die. It's good for a little more. Well, the thing come in a few days later and looked at it. Yep, that's it, all right. Picked up the phone and called somebody. I dropped the coin off 30 minutes later. 30 minutes after the mail dropped off, I got a $250 in my pocket. You can do that. Can I have a 2018 D pictured rocks quarter and what I believe is grease strike through in the field behind Washington's head? Is this the one? I think that other one went out. One of these had a greaser. Okay, that's the other one. I just got two of these 2 centers in. One had a greaser. Sometimes the grease will be in a device, right? On the die, it'll fill the low, if it gets into the devices, because they're ground into the die, they're dug in, right? In which case, on the coin, they won't show up. But if it's, say, on the field, here, right, big gob of goo, just grease, because it's not going to go very far, right? Grease doesn't really compress. That's why it fills the die. That's why it's so good in hydraulic fluid, because it doesn't compress by itself. You can squeeze it on this side, but it's going to move on that side, which is why it's so handy as hydraulic fluid. If you get it on the flat field, it'll kind of look like almost like a pit or a bowl or a gouge in your coin. It probably won't have sharp edges. It may be delineated, might have clear edges, but they're not going to be, like it's chopped with an ice pick. The one you bought has it under the rivet. That's right. I can't get to it. It's going out. Fast this time. But greasers are kind of common. They're not worth a whole lot. I've had some massive greasers. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of that big one. I mean, it was just frigged. Where the hell's that? Let's see, go to library. Stand by here. This is a big greaser. Well, I got a picture of the llama coin, too. I got to get me a llama coin. Okay. Where is it? Any idea what the date was on that? Nope. I should make these bigger or something. It was pretty significant. You could see all the devices were just mush on that one. How about on a G? Let's look under G. Okay, good. Look under D, because that's the disc. Man, you get so many pictures built up. Okay, it's not here. That's the G, and then I go to H. Where would it be? How about in the old? I got another directory here. One moment. No, it might be in there. Let's look in the reader gallery. No. We'll never find it. Okay, well anyway, they get to be pretty extensive. And that one, it was heavy. It should have gone for, I think, a few bucks. It sold for $1 at auction. Well, go with it. What are you going to do? You never have time to rush to ship to me, because I add stuff all the time. It's paid for. I'm shipping it right out. Yep. We'll get it to you this time. Besides, you're making all those flips for everybody. You'll need these. Yep. Paula does this art stuff, and she's been making designs for flips. Now, I got nothing. Here's one. Okay, Mantic makes his. All right. And I got, well, he made mine. There it is. But on the back, I got them typed up. Oop, so I can print them up and then type it up. And they're supposed to be better. There. So on the back of that, right, I can do this. And then I cut them out. I can stick them in. Tell me this wasn't designed by a math teacher. In another life, I would have been a math teacher. Hers are like angels made them or some darn thing. Yeah. I can't art. I have no artistic skill whatsoever. Got goldfishes and stuff. Kitties. Puppies. Bunnies. Flowers. You know. Stuff that I would never think to do. You know, I want to put things like date, grade, price. Well, it seems to make sense to me. Maybe I'm just, you know, one of those freaks. It's understandable. Morning, Huger. What are you doing up? You going to work? Man, we've been talking all night. We got this new crap. Dude, you got to see it. We at the beginning of the show, I showed how to use it. This is MSPlus. This is freaking good stuff right here, right? What is it? Bring new life to old coins. It's made by Numis Labs. There's the barcode. You can probably scan that. Hold up your cell phone to the screen, and you can probably scan that, and it'll take you right to their website, Numis Labs. Good stuff. Makes your house smell pretty, but it cleans your coins, right? I had an old wheat penny, right? Look like that. And dude, now, this is it. This is what it did. That's freaking, I mean, look at it. It's night and day. That's what it did. Clean. Crystal clean. Like a mountain spring. Okay, there we go, folks. I've been going an hour. It's time for me to hit the hay, I think. I'm getting tired, sweaty. Might barely. This is like a week of growth. When do I get to grow a beard? I can't do it. It's like a week, and it itches. Check the other side for signs of grease. I have one with strike through on both sides. Yeah, you can get grease on both sides. That's no problem at all. Just, you know, somebody at the mint must have been pissed at the boss and just slathered that stuff all over the place. I'll fix this. It'll go this time. I'll just put grease on both sides here. Yeah, that'll happen. Because the grease is going to splash. I mean, you slap these things together, you know, to make a coin. They come together pretty hard. And stuff splashes around. Oh, it's been checked. But you can get, if you can't get coins, well, first off, you have offspring. Call them up. Do you love me? I need you to go to the bank and pick up 5 boxes of pennies. Okay. Next, go to eBay and just look at their coins. Go to these other sites where their pictures are good enough. Any value? Maybe. I keep them. A lot of people keep them. Depends on where the greaser is, you know, how significant it is, if you got a market, that sort of thing. You don't know my daughter. You call her up and say, look, if you want any inheritance, you're going to bring these things over right freaking now. Do you hear me? And then hang up before she can respond. That'll work. Or try the other approach. I've got chocolate cake and cheese puffs, and bacon. How about come on over and bring some pennies with you? You know, one tactic or the other's got to work. Guilt or love? What do you like? Just want to see you. That might work. Hey kid, bacon. Bring coins. They can't. How fast do you go through a box of pennies? It takes me a month. Easy. Hell, you'll be walking around in 2 weeks. Yeah, they slap some plaster on your leg. You can get out there. Get one of those wheelie things. They got that thing. They got that squirrel with no legs. They bolted some wheels to him. Now we can just, you know, he races all around the yard. He's on YouTube. You'll see it. Maybe it was a dog. I don't know. They look the same to me. I get some big squirrels out west. I have nothing else to do. Make a video. Hire an Uber driver. No, you lose too much. They always, keep 7 or 8 rolls, handling charges. Yeah, we can always scour eBay. Go back and watch videos and make a list of videos you'd like to see. A month for a box of pennies? Yeah, a month. If I'm lucky, between everything else, a month. I see people whip through those boxes. Dude, the money is not in the wheat cents. They whip through that box. Oh, I got 7 wheat cents. They throw the rest back to the bank. You see them in the next video, they're dropping at a Coinstar, right? And taking like a Chili's gift certificate. That's not where the money is. You want to make money picking through rolls. Get the money. Get the whams. Get the cams. Get those double dies. Get those RPMs. That's where the money is, right? People are picking up those wheats. You get 10 wheats in the box, they're good for a nickel a piece, right? You find 1 wham, good for $5, easy. Did I just have one? I just saw one somewhere. I don't know where it went. That desk, I gave up on it. I don't even talk to it anymore. Yeah. And geez, for the extra time you put in, there's a whole lot less rolling of coins. I pulled an XF45 98 wham today. Outstanding. Yeah, 98s are a little bit better than 2000s. 99s are the big ones. Those are good for, better money. Oh, please, I'm not in it for the wheats. I just got 1,000 from you. Well, I got another box on the way. I don't get, let's see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Could be here probably Friday, maybe Saturday. Wish it was a 99. Go for those 90, go for the 88s with a flared FG. It's the exact same design as you have on the Wham 98, 99, and 2000. That's why they call it a Wham. But the regular 1988, it looks like the 87, is also a wide AM, but it has a different FG. Did I mention there was a 31S in there? Yeah, I gotta see pictures. Yeah, don't tell anybody that. Or don't tell Tim, by God, we'll never get another good thing in there. Yeah, got a 31S. Well, that's a good investment. That paid for itself. I got a box of buffaloes. Did I show you what I got in the buffaloes? Where the hell they go? Jesus, the buffaloes. No. That was me. What's this? Huh. All right. The buffaloes. The hell we get in the buffaloes? No fooling. I got these for a song. I mean, just a disgraceful price. Let's see if we can see this scope. 1926. Now that's inside a damn holder. You can't see nothing in those. Let's get it so we can see it. 1926 Buffalo. Pretty decent shape. Look, he's got a lamination from the rim through his head, and that's a lamb. Really? Yeah, let's look at it. That's not a scrape. A scrape or a scratch would have a furrow, whereas a lamination would be kind of a peel, which is what you got here. 1926 S. Huh? 940,000 made. Probably 100,000 surviving, thereabouts. I guess PCGS has 11,000, but I'm thinking they dropped to zero. It's probably 110,000, which puts these at about as populous as a 1931S wheat, right? And let's see, 1909 SVDB, you get about 60,000 surviving specimens. So this is the key date for the buffaloes. And this is pretty good shape. Here you go. We got lots of horns. We got good separation of the date of the words in the rim. Coming in just over here. But we're looking at fine and then some, probably. And for that, you figure 80 to 85 bucks. Yeah, I can live on that. That's good. There it is. Solid date. Gooden. But Jesus, what else we got? Here's a 14S. in good. It's good, but it's a 14S. There's the S. And it's an S, not a D. And 1914. 20 bucks. All right, here's a 1914 in very good. So no S on this one. It's just a 1914. Ta-da, 1914. Very good. Probably 17 bucks what I have on that. 1915S. Dude, this thing's full of them. There it is. That's a little tougher to see. This is probably the worst date in the whole box. That's good for 6 bucks. All right. Play figure. I got a couple of hundred of them for 100 bucks. And this is 6% of the value. Well, if I add that 26 here, that one, plus this one at 5, that's 85, and get half price on both of these, the 14 and the 14S, I recover my investment. All the rest are free. And there's good ones in there. Okay, that's the 26. That's this one. There's some real good ones in there. Full dates, yeah, they're good for $1. So I'm pretty stoked about that. 15, 26. Okay, ready? 14, 14S, 15, 15D. But that was nickel-dated. You can see that dark spot. That's nickel-date. 16, about good, couple of bucks. 1917, good, $5, $5 again. Here's a 1970S, 1917S, very good. Has a scratch. Where's that scratch? I don't know, but that's a 1917S. There it is, right below the beard. And that's an S. We'd be hard pressed here. In this shape, it's probably good for 15 bucks. There, you can see an S. I think that's a scratch. Yeah, right there. And that is a scratch. Huh. Oh well. 1918, about good, $1. 1918, no grade, but it says $5, so I'm going to guess that's probably good. 1918, 19, better ones. These are probably $2 a piece. 19S, good. Probably $8. Full date, 1919. Sneaky the S in. You get a tiny bit of horn, not much. The letters are okay. That's pretty decent. 1920, good. Clash mark. Another one. No, that's die crack. Obverse left. Obverse left. Oh, that's right at the bottom of the feather there. Yeah, I keep that sort of thing. All right. 20, no markings. 20D, good scratches. Figure $4 on that one. Tough to read that one. D, yep. 20S, about good. 20S, good. 21, very good. 21, very good to find. And these are $5, $6 easy. There you go. Look at that. Look at those baby doll eyes. $1921. Solid date on that. Got tons of these. Paula said she got that in a bag of Wheaties from Ken. I hope she did. I don't really care where she got it. I'm just glad she got it. Here's a 23S. Okay, here's a 27S. Marked 1927S. Here's a reason for new glasses. Right here. Where's the S? Very good. That's probably a couple of bucks. There's the 23. 23. Good, very good. 23. Well, those are S's. A bunch of 24s. No 24 DRS and no 25 DRS. I was kind of disappointed there. But dude, we got all kinds of stuff in here. The 26S goes here. There you go. We got 27, 27, 27S, 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 27S. 4 of them in, no, 3 of them in fine, 1 of them unmarked, and 1 in very good plus. 6, 12, 18. That's $20 anyway right there. Yeah, and then there's the rest of the bag, and this goes on. There's the rest of the bag here I haven't even gone through yet. Where'd that go? It's up here still. No, that's the Coles. Not too many of those, but they got a home already. Buffaloes, no. Well, they run off. What are these? Oh, here they are. No, what are these? That's foreign. Huh. I'll find him someday, I'm sure. I'm thinking she was kidding. I remember seeing the title on Ken's video last week. There was something along the lines that he couldn't find a 31S. No, she found it. Not mine, hers. Paul, are you kidding? No, I found the one I was looking for. 28S's. Oh, this is a great one. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 1928S's. Well, this is a beautiful bag. And you can have a look at this one. This one's every bit of very fine. I got no idea what the price is on that. Look, you got a full, almost, Jesus, close to full horn. You got a tail inside the rim. Letters are free of the rim. Good braid. Big fat date. Ain't a thing wrong with it. But even in, you know, very fine, 31S is going to grab you 65 to 70 bucks real easy. You know, I got a search on those on a couple of sites, and if I can get them for 50 bucks, I grab them. And you won't get less than 65 bucks for them. Unless you're selling to me, in which case you won't get more than 50. Oh, here's a 29 VF. There you go. Great shape on these. I was so impressed. Yeah, I got searches, and if I get a hit on some of these searches, it sends a notification, and if I have the website open, it rings a bell. Ding! We have a hit for you. And then I run over and check it. Oh, buy it now? Doink. Here you go. Then I'm broke. What was this? 29S. Very fine. That's probably $4. There you go. Buku of them. Here's the 29S in extremely fine. Extremely fine. Got a weird mouth going on. I've been meaning to look at it. I'm not kidding. I told Lincoln as soon as I found it. This is what an extremely fine buffalo looks like. Look how leathery he is. Jack Palance is not this leathery. Got horn, yep. Got ear, yep. Got fully separated everything, yep. Tail, look at that. Letters. That's what an XF buffalo looks like. So now I got to get some of those nickel racks. Do a graded set of buffaloes. But a bunch of 29S's. These don't have any grade or anything marked on them, but there's a bunch of them. 1930 XF. That's a $10 bill. Now, mind you, I'm going to sell the first 3 to recover my investment. And the rest are gravy. 1930, good braid, big fat feathers. Top of his head has just a little bit of spot with his face. Full separation. Big old horn. There's your letters. A bit streaky from, just the way the metal is. It's kind of like a lamination, but it's just streaky. Is what that is. And it's fully separate on the letters. Tail, yep. What to look for. Now I'm going to do a buffalo grading show. Do each grade in a short video, or have one big long video with each grade. 30S, very fine. A lot of these are $3, $4, $5, and you got a couple of 20s in there, a couple of 10s. What's this one? 30. Oh, this is a beauty. A couple of 37, 38Ds in there. This is probably the best one in the batch as far as quality goes. Come on out. There you go. That's the one. Yeah, it looks pretty good. 1937. Start finding flaws. And you get a hunt, but you can find them. A little bit of touch of wear on the top of the head. Right there on the top of his, what do you call that? Jawbone. Cheekbone. And there's a buffalo that is everything a buffalo should be. Mighty, proud, and meat. That's a delicious looking beast right there. What is that? A 37S. So that's what an AU buff looks like. Look, you get the whole damn tail. You get the horn, you get the tail, everything in between. That's good for a few bucks. Alrighty. Look, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I've been showing these buffaloes up for a week. Tomorrow is what day? Wednesday? I got to take in my trash barrels. Hopefully some mail will be here. I got to finish off cleaning all the rest of my stuff with my can of MSPlus. Do some laundry. I'd probably thaw out a chicken and bake it. That's the plan. But I'm going to take off. I'm going to thank everybody for stopping in. Yeah. Get yourself some dyes. CJ has them. Okay. You guys stay groovy, all right? We'll see you around later.